Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to Chatting with C. I am, of course, your host, Miss C. How are you guys? I hope you're having a good and awesome, a fabulous Friday. I definitely am just kind of chilling out, just doing some stuff today. I know it's a holiday weekend, so I definitely had some time today and looking forward to the weekend to just get out, relax, have some fun, recharge. Um, yeah, and I guess this is like the ending of summer, so I would plan to enjoy that part, I guess, as we go into fall. Yes. Yeah, so okay, I know, different background this time. I was minding my business and I looked up and noticed like this natural light, and I was like, "Oh, that's cute." So I decided to do the video here instead of upstairs where I normally do it, where I feel like this lighting was just nice. And I just wanted to do the video here. And I don't know if you're supposed to like keep the same background or if you can change it. I don't really know the rules to all of this. So I just do what I do. Um, Not to be honest, even if I did know the rules, I'd probably bend them. I might break them, and I'd probably make some new ones. So I am I'm a rule bender. I'm a rule breaker, and I definitely make rules. So we're just going for it in the new different kind of background today. I don't know. May keep it, maybe not. Maybe it's just for today, but that's what it is. So, with that being said, the most recent video I did, I was talking about reframing your thoughts and your mind, about how you look at things and how you deal with things, and being able to do that on a consistent and conscious basis so that your brain can start to do it, and eventually it'll do it automatically for you, and that will change like how you deal with stuff in the future because your brain will automatically be on the new level. And as I was thinking about that, I was having this thought this morning, and I don't know why it came to me. I was posting on Instagram a reel, and it was just a picture of me this morning. And the song I picked was Levels. Um, I can't remember the girl's name. I do like her though. I picked that song, and as I posted it, and I was like minding my business around the house, I thought about like levels, like unlocking levels. And that's pretty much what we're doing. And so I wanted to talk about unlocking levels a little bit. And this video is not going to be a 20-minute video. I promise. I'm going to try to get all this in 10 minutes. It's gonna be my goal because I know y'all got stuff to do. You ain't trying to hear me talk for 20 minutes. I get it. I got it. So I'm gonna try to shorten that up a little bit for us. So I was thinking about it, like, how like right now everybody's like woke and everybody's waking up, all right, or becoming enlightened. They're on a journey to becoming enlightened, and that's pretty much what we're doing, right? I'm on the same thing. I am woke and I have been awakened, and now I am on a journey to enlightenment, right? Which is basically becoming your best self, finding your purpose, figuring out what your mission is in life, and then being able to do it. And in that, you start to unlock levels, right? Like you keep getting higher and higher and going up and up and up. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like that's just what it is until you reach, till you serve the purpose. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, life is like a video game. Do y'all play video games, or have you ever played video games? Okay. So you buy a video game, and the whole purpose of the video game is to beat the game, right? To win at the end, like to win, to serve the purpose. You're gonna go on this mission on this video game, and at the end, you're gonna have beat it. You're gonna have you're gonna have won, whatever, right? Like that's the whole entire intent of a video game. So you're thinking about life in a video game. And you start out on level 1 and you're super excited, like, oh, this is fun. Oh, yes, I'm excited. Like life is happening. Right? You in that thing. You're excited. Like you're woke, right? And as you are playing level 1, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. You're learning stuff. You're understanding kind of a little bit how things are working. Oh, you need points for this. You get little rewards for that, right? Like you're learning it. And as you start to understand level 1 and beat it, you go to level 2. And in level 2, you're going to have some new things, right? That you're going to have to beat and that you're going to have to learn. And as you're doing that, you're gaining some experience. You're getting some new weapons to use later. You're unlocking some new skills that you can use, right? You're gathering tokens or points or whatever the system is in the game. You're getting that as you're going through these levels. And that's pretty much what's happening in life. We're unlocking levels based off of the work we're doing on that level. We're taking some information from that level that's going to serve us later, and we're going to go and advance to the next level. And so people are doing that on a consistent basis. Like, that's legit what we're doing. And then you notice that, like, these video game levels are not quick levels, right? So it's not like, oh, level 2 and you're done in 10 minutes. I mean, you know, back in the day, and some of them maybe, haven't played a game in a long time, but level 2, level 3, and level 4, as you start going up, these levels get harder. And they get harder to beat. And you have to beat the same monster or a similar monster like 4 times in that same level. That's pretty much life, right? And it's really challenging you, and it's really saying, okay, the stuff that you learned in levels 1, 2, and 3 are going to help you beat level 4. That's why you had to go through 1, 2, and 3. And you're supposed to be taking the information as you're unlocking and elevating yourself to understand that these things are helping you to continue to go so that you can serve the purpose, which is to beat the video game at the end, to be the winner, right? Like, that's the whole point. And so if you look at life in that space, it's kind of exciting, right? Because we're all here to serve a purpose. We all have a mission, and life gets hard as we get to these levels. They get a little bit harder. But then if you notice that when you get towards the end of the video game, it gets a little bit easier because you've gone through so many levels. And so you feel a little bit more confident and a little bit more like, okay, cool. Whatever comes on this level, I'm gonna be ready for, right? And that's usually when you get to the end because you feel so powerful. You've built your character up, or your car, right? If you're in a racing game, you get to put like wheels on the car, you get to unlock like paint and stuff depending on where you're at, and you know, like, that's what life is. We're unlocking pieces. You're getting rewarded in there. If you beat a level, you may get like 10,000 extra points, you get an extra life, or you know, things like that are happening in the video games. That's what's happening in life if you look at it. Like, some games you can play by yourself, right? Like, you can totally play by yourself. Most games, I think you can, no big deal. But then you can set it to like player 2. You can have like 4 people that you can include, setting up a team, which are all of you are on the plan to win. Some of you are on the plan to win as a team on that game, and some of you are individually trying to get it, but you're all working the same thing in the same space, right? The game has also evolved so much to like, now you can play online with other people across the world, right? So as we are playing the game of life, things are evolving as well to help us to win, to help us to master it, to actually get it. And if you keep playing, it has no choice but to, right? But the levels are going to get harder. And what happens is, a lot of times people get to a particular level and they stop playing. They lose interest. They get distracted. They get tired of going over the same exact level over and over. And so they just quit. Those are people who stay at whatever level that was, whether that was level 4, whether it was level 5. Some people stop at level 2, like, oh no, this is too much, right? Some people are on level 20 and they quit. They stop because it's getting harder. And the thing about it is that once you do that, right? Like, let's say you're playing the video game and you like stop on level 6 and you're like, oh man, screw this, I'm gonna take a break, whatever. And you go off into the world and get distracted and whatever. When you come back to play level 6, right? Like, when you come back, it kind of feels a little different, right? You got to get back into the groove of it. And sometimes you remember the game, the basics, and you kind of remember what you did. You know, most of it is still sticking. But it's like, okay, where was I at, right? So sometimes people start the game on level 6 and realize, ooh, okay, let me go back to 5 and play 5 again. And then everything comes back. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, that's right. Okay, boom, ready for level 6. and then they get back in it and they keep going, right? And that happens to us in life. And so if that happens to you, that's a way to look at it, is it's not that you did something terrible or bad. We get knocked off. We sometimes realize things are a little bit too hard in that moment. We'll come back. And in coming back, you may have to take a step back and redo level 5 in order to remember, all the things that you did, so that you can actually successfully complete level 6. And a lot of times, everything that you've learned, you're going to be redoing in those levels, and they're going to keep showing up until you beat that level, because it wants to make sure that you really got it, to make sure you really understand it, so that you can go to the next level and you can succeed and sustain on the next level. So I felt like that was such an interesting way to look at life. I was like, oh my God, just kind of like playing a game. Like, oh my goodness. I thought that was so cool. So I don't know if you guys watch I like Black Mirror. I love that show. I thought season 1 was like so dope. Oh my goodness. Season 2 was dope too. That last season was, it was good. It was good. It was just a little out there, but that's fine. But they had one, which was a movie. It wasn't part of the seasons. It was a movie. It was a standalone, and it was about a video game. That's why I bring it up. And the guy, you could pick which way you wanted the character to go. Like, he was playing, and then it would come up with an option. Like, okay, at this point, the dad, he could yell at the dad, or he can spill coffee on his computer. And based on whatever you picked would be the next levels of things that would happen, right? And so that's kind of like what's happening. We're being presented with stuff, and we're getting to choose which way we want to go with it, right? And depending on what you pick is going to determine which way that game goes, and the next set of levels, the next set of things that are going to come, things that you're going to learn. And what was interesting was, like, he would go to the end of that level and find out, like, oh, that was terrible. So then he got to come back and pick the other level, the other way, and then do it that way, and then go from there. And so in life, we do get to choose. We are absolutely choosing how our lives are turning out and what we're doing based off the choices that we are making. And in that, we are learning and we are unlocking levels so that we can become our best selves. And then we're also teaching other people. You know how you beat a game, a level, and then like your little sister or your cousin or somebody else is playing the game, and you're like, oh, level 2. Okay, here's what you have to do. If you go and you get behind the cave when the monster jumps out, and then you jump on top of its head, right? Then you start teaching other people how to beat that level. Or you start giving them nuggets to make their time on level 2 a little bit more manageable, so they don't have to spend so much time there. Now, of course, people gonna play the game how they want to, and they may never jump off the back of the cave onto the monster until they've already played it for like 22 years. Now they want to jump. That's fine too. You gave it to them. But in that, we're also being able to share our experiences with other people to help. That's the whole idea of people coming back and saying, hey, I did that. Let me help you. So that you don't have to sit here and take 40 minutes to do it like I did, or, 2 weeks to beat the level, whatever it is. And so when you are on your journey of enlightenment, understand that it starts to feel like, oh my gosh, like everything. I told my mom the other day, everything is a lesson. I feel like everything's a lesson all the time. And really what it is it's a new level. It's really testing you to see if you got the information. It's really saying, okay, cool, you got this, boom, let's unlock the next level. Next level, boop, loading, here we go, we're ready. So if you look at life kind of like that, it kind of takes some of the seriousness of it and kind of helps you have a little bit more fun, right? Because video games are fun. They have a purpose, they have an intent, they have levels, they have rewards, they have challenges, obstacles, they have villains, they have friends, they have other people that you can join in with, right? That you can build a team with. All of that is in a video game, and it's a lot like life. So when you feel like giving up, think about it that way, and then make sure you're having some fun with it. Like, have some fun, create some little characters on there. You know what I'm saying? Do a little something. So that's what I have for today, that life is really as you are going, you're going to be unlocking levels. They are meant to help you. It's designed that way. So really take advantage and take the resources you have, take the information that you're getting, the experiences, share with other people, help other people, and then go to the next level. Don't stop. And if you feel like you need to pause and take a break, do it. Come back, revisit levels 1 through 5, and then go kill 6, and then go boom on 7, and keep on going, because life doesn't stop. This is what we're here to do. This is literally what part of what we're doing here. So have some fun while you do it. So that's all I had. I hope you guys have a great day. Have a great holiday weekend. Be safe, relax, recharge, reset, and remember that life is a journey and it's meant to be fun. So have some fun.